Hytham? Things have not gone as planned. Hytham! Perhaps you can aid me in locating Hytham.
What is your purpose with him?
I have brought a sampling of goods from Ireland. That is, if I can bring my ships to dock.
Azar! I see you've met Eivor Wolfkist.
Ah, so you are Eivor. In fact, I bring you a message from Ireland.
I know no one in Ireland.
The letter is from Dublin's king. Sadly, I seem to have misplaced it.
The King of Dublin. Why would such a one write to me?
He wishes to expand trade to England. The purpose of my bringing goods here.
Azar is from the east, but lives in Ireland now. But in matters of trade, Azar, your king should petition Randvi.
He claims to know Eivor. He asked me to accompany you on the trip there.
I know no king, and I'm certainly not about to journey to Ireland.
But first, Azar, you must build a trading post. In fact, where is your trade ship?
Ah, yes. An unfortunate incident, most concerning. Trading rivals have blocked the river, and thus my goods.
A blocked river hurts all Ravensthorpe. Stay. I will put things right.
As you see, Eivor is a person of action. Find me later, when the river is safely clear.
Of course, my friend. I thank you, Eivor. I will find the king's letter in the meantime.
You keep insisting that I know an Irish king. It is a fantasy. What manner of king is it that sends me letters from Ireland? We must row in these waters. Let's have a song. We need an epic tale.
Death follows in my wake. I do not seek it out, for it is always there. I had an odd friend when I was a boy. His name was Nori. And by the gods, that boy could lie. Told us his father traded with the elves. Told us he had kissed sweet Anna. Said he had seen a giant in the woods. Well, one day we decided we would see about him. So we dared him to take us to the place he saw the giant. He twisted and turned, but at last he agreed. The thing is, I had been out there already. I had taken up a big rock and made footprints in the soft earth. Heels and toes. Giant's feet. When he saw those prints, he went white as a virgin's britches. Everyone made out they were scared. And then...
Who's that walking through my wood?
I howled from the trees, and I thrashed the branches all around. Nori screamed like a maiden and took to his heels. By the smell of it, he emptied his arse on the way. He told us afterwards he knew it was a trick, but he never did go near those woods again.
Is there a sea scald among you?
There was a woman called Nal, who came by ship to Fornburg and heralded the Some years ago, I took to sea with a sword dancer called Ayin. A brooding warrior with a face of stone and oak-hard arms. On a raid in Corlan, we shored up along the edge of a forest and explored until we came to People Pots, a large farm. It was night, and all were asleep. So we set about plundering the place, taking sheep and goats as we pleased. It was then that Ale saw a farmhand and pressed the boy for the family's hidden silver. The farmhand squawked like a crow. Being hid beneath an anvil at the smith's forge, the silver was no trouble to lift. In secret, we took it and the boy back to the ship. It was then that Egil grew sad, for when the farmers woke with the crack of day, they would know they had been robbed, but not by whom. So Egil ordered 3 of us to follow him back to the sleep-hushed hamlet. As we burnt the houses, Egil shouted his name. I am Egil, son of Skatlagrim, and I am the man who deprives you of everything but your life. I never sailed with Egil again.
Here's the blockade to be cleared.
Förum að brjóta eitthvað!
Fight smart. Face your limits.
No! Out! Out!
One more should do it.
We're done. Let's get back to the ship.
Sar's trading rivals are defeated. The river's clear. Now we'll see about this so-called King of Dublin.
Nori. Sail! Catch the wind!
Let's hear a story.
Did I tell you about the time I pretended to be a goat? I am no stranger to the company of others' wives. But there was one beautiful wren. In quiet moments like these, I
Look!
often think...
A monastery!
Estrid spoke often of the teachings of Christ. I found them cold and strange, hidden in word tangles of a sacred tongue. The common folk do not even know the language they worship in. They listen but do not understand. Despite that, it has captured many Norse minds. Often I wonder why. We Norse dream of doom and know we cannot avoid it. Those who do not die in battle, but the Christian God gives hope. Even the poor and meek will find paradise. He welcomes all, if they only worship him. Has Christ captured you? Estrid asked me once as we lay together, but Christ is a God of peace, ill-suited to my nature. Odin is my guiding light. He, at least, is never boring.
Who will share a tale?
Here's a tale to tickle your sides. The winter before, I was drinking in Stavanger with some companions. With us in the mead hall were men of Bad, Jarl's clan. one of which was a poet named Halli, called Sarcastic Halli by most. 7 ale horns into his night, Halli stood upon his table and called across the room to another man. Tudolf, he yelled, I can compose a more beautiful poem with my belching than you could with your tongue and fine words. The room laughed, Tudolf loudest of all. I accept your challenge, Sarcastic Halli, he shouted. Allow me to begin. Tudolf then spoke this verse. Sad Halli drowns in horns of hubris, squeaking like a stoat, yet proudly the pup calls it poetry. The room laughed again, with Halli joining in. Then, Halli tripped across the room and opened his mouth to speak his verse. From his throat erupted a jet of vomit into Tudolf's face. His only composition that night, of which he seemed most proud.
Azar, the river's clear, save for a few bodies and sticks. Your goods will get through.
Your reputation comes honestly then, though I am not sure about the name Wolfkist.
The scar on my neck.
My Viking name would then be Azar One-Eye.
Thank you, Azar One-Eye. My men will help construct your trade post.
Then I am twice indebted to you. If ever you change your mind about Ireland, I will be found in the trade post, once built. Oh, and I found your letter. Here.
My cousin Barith is alive and king of Dublin. The Northnir never failed to delight.